On tonight's show, Mike is going to show us the first losers of Cover Combat 10, and then the next awesome matchups of the Blue Chip Edition. Welcome to your favorite comic art loving, battle simulating live stream, Cover Combat by Xcellar Comics. I am your first host you see every live stream, Kevin. All the other important parts are in the room. First up is the man who does most of the work with Cover Combat, Mike.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. And then also a very important part of everything we do because he's so amazing, Patrick.
Happy Combat Day, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Happy Combat Day. And then lastly, you may not have been able to tell it yet because we didn't get the typical cheers and jeers up to this point, but Karen is here. There she is. Awesome. Hello, fellas. I don't know about y'all, but I am still recovering physically from an awesome get-together weekend. How you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. It was it was a full weekend, then the late night Steelers game. It's like the perfect storm for being exhausted at work and almost
Right.
all day.
How about you, Pat? You had so much to drink Saturday. I couldn't believe you were able to walk out of there.
Yeah, between all the drink. Between all the drinking and debauchery and the drive time, I'm just totally exhausted.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wait a minute.
We missed Karen this weekend. She was with our mother. God bless her. And my mother. But next time. We'll talk more about that on our regular live stream. But we got important business to get to tonight.
Yep.
See what the first batch of losers is to bring us closer to the greatest cover of all time.
Yep.
In the Blue Chip Edition. I'm going to put your screen up now, Mike, and then we're ready to rock and roll.
All right. The cool thing about the losers is they're still winners in the investment category most of the time.
That's true. Every Blue Chip comic here is that's why it's a Blue Chip, because it's still a winning book to have. That's for sure.
Yep.
If you're lucky enough to have it.
Yep.
All right.
I should have made a list of the ones that I have.
That would be an interesting conversation when we get to the recap at the end. Yeah.
There's a bunch I'll never have. But anyway, all right. So let's get to it. I made a little note this time on which ones we voted for, because usually I have to look for our initials, but I highlighted them so I find that information a lot quicker.
Genius, makes it easier. Nice job, Mike.
It's only taken me 10 of these to kind of finally dial it in,
Right. We'll probably do more dialing with the next one as well, though.
Absolutely. Because I misspelled whiz last time. All right, here we go. Let's first map. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot I added that. So this is on the reveal. You'll see a money dollar sign for the winner and a sold for the loser because you got that.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
And as a reminder, these are the prizes for. We only had 10 people participate in the claim. So these are the prizes that one of those 10 could possibly get to choose from if their cover is the final winner.
Those are some great prizes, and we've talked about it many times. It is just hard to give away stuff. Only 10 claims. Daggum. All right.
Oh, you know what? How many are there? 4. So look, the winner gets 1, and then the 3 of us get the other ones. Sweet.
Okay. Fair.
All right.
All right. Good luck to those 10 claimers. First question: are you going to reveal to us what the claim books were at some point when you're showing them or something?
Yeah, actually, I can do that. I have the information here.
Okay.
This sheet. Yeah, if I can remember.
Okay.
Show them. I mean, there's only 10. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Here we go. First up, Vampirella #1 from Frank Frazetta versus The Walking Dead 1 from Tony Moore.
This is the one book Mike has and one book Mike had but passed on matchup.
Yep. Had it in my
had it in your hand. Yeah. Love that story.
Yeah. It's so
anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Can I tell it real quick? Anyway, when Walking Dead 1 came out, I picked it up off the rack and I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool. And I opened it. It was too cartoony for me. Because I think not long before that or around that time, there was a Bernie Wrightson zombie book that was out. And that was like, that's what I wanted. So I put this back and then forgot all about it. And then the show came out. And I'm like, hey, I have that. I swear I have that. And I dug through, like, at the time, probably 12 long boxes looking for it. And then I thought back and remember, I was like, nope, I put it back.
Missed opportunities, huh, Pat?
It happens.
Did you grab one? You have #1?
Me, no. I was late and I just started picking up the trades.
Gotcha. Well, I don't have either, and I've never held either in my hand, but that's going to change because I'm going to check out Mike soon. Vampirella,
Vampirella,
so, which, speaking of Vampirella, that was my vote. That's what I voted on there. Is that how we're doing this? We tell the votes before. I always forget.
Yeah.
All right.
This was really hard for me. I stared at the screen for probably 5 minutes, just back and forth, looking and love it because I love them both. Ultimately, I went with The Walking Dead #1.
Nice.
Yeah, I also voted for The Walking Dead. I'm being totally honest. Not the world's biggest Frank Frazetta fan.
What? Oh my God!
Sorry,
broke my heart a little bit.
See you guys.
It's okay.
You know who likes Frazetta? New York Mike. Let me get him on the phone.
Okay. I love Frazetta. He's one of my favorite. Yeah.
Yep. The problem I have with this, it's a great cover, but he has better pieces of work out there, and it's just, it's very simple. There's no really background to it. And it's
a big moon.
Yeah. Hey, can you put some background on here? Yeah, let me put circle. How's that?
All right.
I don't dislike this Vampirella cover. I'll tell you that much, but just
Yeah, like I said, it's hard. All right, let's go. You want to see the winner? Oh, I didn't tell percentages. Look at us. The winner had 54% of the vote. So that's pretty close.
Yep.
Yeah, that is tight. Okay. I'm expecting every single matchup during this entire cover combat to be in the 50 percentile. We'll see if I'm right.
Huh?
I'm just, I think they're all tight. I think they're all going to be. I think this will be the
Oh,
tightest
boy.
cover combat. Yeah.
We'll see.
These are the greatest comic books
Here
of
we
all
go.
time.
Yeah, but some of them are great for
I know.
things other than the cover.
It was a little bit of a joke. It failed, so got it. Moving on. Got it.
Oh, I bumped the button. There you go. There's your winner. Vampirella number 1. I bumped my little computer thing here.
So that's the precursor to the reveal, basically.
What?
That ding 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 ding. That's what it is.
Oh,
You can't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So I forgot what it sounded like.
Okay. Sounds like a department store announcement. Right.
Yeah,
Every time it plays, I just picture some guy in the corner holding his acoustic guitar, and we look over at him like a point, and he does his little chord.
Right. Yep.
Plays "Listen to the Winner."
Yeah, right.
I wanted to do like the Wall Street, stock market bell and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
but I'd have to pay for that, and I didn't want to pay.
I gotcha.
So you get the free thing here. Maybe someday, whenever we're generating, when the channel is generating some income, we can upgrade to things like that.
Agreed. Yeah.
All right.
But Vampirella, very nice. Okay.
Yes,
I'm in. Yeah.
All right, next matchup. The Goon number 1 from Eric Powell versus Fantastic Four 52 from Jack Kirby. The winner had 57% of the vote. So right now, Kevin, you're tracking.
Nice.
First 2 matchups in the 50s.
This one was actually tougher for me than I expected. And also, I went the way that I didn't exactly expect to go at first. I was thinking I was going to be Fantastic Four all day long, but I ended up pulling the trigger on the Goon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, my story's a little bit the same. I really thought I was going to go with the Goon, but then sitting here looking at them, I ended up going with Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Not because I like Eric Powell's artwork, but I like his newer stuff more. I just the background, I just don't like the way it's painted and stuff. I'm not a fan of that. I like the 2 characters in the front, but everything else wasn't a fan of. But the Kirby stuff, it's got his standard weird little mechanic stuff in there. Plus his characters are great. So Fantastic Four 50.
Gotcha. Mike's got some stuttering and there you go, freezing issues going on. Anyway, what do you got, Pat?
Sort of like Mike, I'm a big Eric Powell fan, big Goon fan. Also more a fan of his newer modern work. I don't like the way the Goon looks on this cover. I like everything else about this cover except for the Goon. So I went Fantastic Four here.
Interesting. I would have bet the exact opposite would have happened when this was originally revealed. Well, no, you were a tough one, Pat. I guess that was a 50-50 shot for me, but I would have thought it'd been more likely for Mike to go with the Goon. So you never know what's going to happen in cover combats. So
nope. I don't even know what happened. Did I freeze?
Yeah, you froze a couple times. Yeah.
All right. So the winner with 57% of the vote, we have the Goon.
Nice.
Look at that. Kevin is like 100% right now.
I'm batting 1,000 with everything I'm saying. This won't last much longer.
Yep.
All right.
Next up, we have Sensation Comics #1 from H.G. Peter versus The Amazing Spider-Man 252 from Ron Friends. Sensation Comics was claimed.
Ah, okay.
The winner here had 71% of the vote.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, I guess that checks out for this one. And I'm hoping it swings the way that this was a pretty easy one for me. I went ASM pretty quick on this one. I can appreciate the Sensation Comics, but yeah, just going, comparing the actual art itself, yeah, I love the ASM much better. So
I went with Sensation Comics, surprisingly. I love the Amazing Spider-Man cover. But I went with Sensation. I love the look of the gangsters back in the 30s and 40s with the Tommy guns and stuff like that. I think it's always cool. And I like the way they drew women's faces back then. They were pretty neat.
okay.
And the Amazing Spider-Man, I mean, all Ron did was trace Amazing Fantasy 15.
Right.
Come on now. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, I hope you are. Yeah.
I think he traced Spider-Man. Anyway, so that's why I went.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I want Amazing Spider-Man here. I like the parts of the Sensation I do like are Wonder Woman in the logo. That's about it. Little bit of influence because the Spider-Man book, that was an exciting time. It
Right.
was new and different, and it left a mark on me. So yeah, I'm definitely have a little bit of nostalgia leanings towards that Amazing Spider-Man. So that's the way I went.
All right.
Yeah, this is an odd thing. I have trouble explaining it. Like on the Sensation Comics, the buildings in the background with the stark whiteness there. I don't know why I like that look. It's just really appealing to me. If it had been a different color other than white, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But it's just really weird. If you take all the characters off and it's just an empty street with those buildings and the white, I really like that look.
Huh.
It's
Okay.
every once in a while, there'll be a scene in a book or a picture or something that I just really like that specific spot. It's a weird thing.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some kind of scientific name for it or disease. I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's get on with it. 71% going to The Amazing Spider-Man.
First claimer has been dismissed from the competition. Sorry, first claimer.
Well, she's here, so
Right. I wasn't gonna call her out, but I figured it was Karen.
well, it's on the web. It's on the Facebook page, but
Oh, I didn't see it.
yeah, sorry, Karen. Hey, I voted for her. I tried.
Yeah, Tyler's happy. I'm pretty happy about it. Sounds like Patrick's happy. Yeah.
I'm 0 for 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You are. Yeah.
All right. I didn't even look to see how many. Next up, Mad Magazine #1 from Harvey Kurtzman versus the Fantastic Four #1 from Jack Kirby. The winner here, it keeps getting worse, Kevin. 86% of the vote.
Oh man, that is bad. I guess that checks out. This was an easy matchup for me. Although I like that Matt a lot. I mean, I don't know. Did we talk about which one we predict will win personally? We talked about how we can't claim, but we'd predict a book that we thought would win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know if you guys did, because I did the Tales from the Crypt 46 when it came up. So I think maybe yours, you were going to go back and look at everything again.
Oh, because we didn't see all of them yet. Right. Yeah. Did you pick one that you predict could win yet, Pat?
I did not.
All right, I'm going to do it right now. I'm picking Fantastic.
I'll take Fantastic Four number 1.
Kevin, you may have started first, but Patrick was louder.
Patrick was louder and finished his sentence first.
Yeah, you started first and finished last, and Patrick said it all in your statement there and louder. So
No, I was just waiting because I knew that's what he was leading towards,
Yeah,
So
it was nice.
he can have it. He can have it with no regrets.
Okay, cool. Okay,
I'd
'cause,
be happy if he wins.
Pat,
I love this cover so much.
I know stuff, Pat. Let him have it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. The more I see this cover and the more I look at it, the more I love it. So yeah, easy win for me. Although feel like we've had Mad number 1 in our conversations a lot as of late. I think you did a facsimile review and stuff too. So
I keep
that's a great book.
pulling it up and hitting you guys over the head with it.
Right. But that Fantastic Four number 1's awesome. So I picked it. Yeah.
I went with Mad, surprising nobody. Yeah, I like the Fantastic Four, but I don't. Yeah.
Look at that white background, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
I mean, now that you point it out,
you like it more now.
I'm like, yeah, it's pretty nice. I love the Mad cover though. I like the colors. I like the faces. I like how afraid of the Fantastic Four cover they are. Patrick pointed that out last week. So I went with Mad. What you got, Pat?
All right.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to surprise anybody. I respect Mad number 1, but it's going to be hard to beat Fantastic Four number 1 for me.
Yep. All right. Well, let's see what happened with 86% of the vote. It's the Fantastic Four number 1.
Nice.
Look at me. I'm 0 for 4.
And I'm 4-0.
Not very good at this.
Pat's 2-2.
2 and 2.
All right. Next up, Amazing Fantasy 15 from Jack Kirby versus GI Combat number 1 from Reed Crandall. The winner here improved a little bit, 79% of the vote.
Yeah, that checks out. Another easy one for me. I picked Amazing 252. So I obviously picked Amazing Fantasy 15. So although I love this GI Combat book, it's awesome. Yeah, we've got Mike from New York with a late claim that unfortunately will not count, but his prediction is for Amazing Fantasy 15 to take it all. I think that's what's happening there. Yeah. Which that was one I was thinking about as well. But man, that Fantastic Four, it just spoke to me when you were just showing it that last round. So that it just felt right. So I went with it.
Yeah. On this one, I went with Amazing Fantasy 15.
Oh,
I love it. I like everything about that cover.
Yeah.
It's just so great. Obviously, I really like Spider-Man.
We've got a little bit of a protest from Mike from New York that it counts. I'm sorry, the deadline was before the show started. Mike from New York, thanks for playing. We really appreciate you being here.
It's posted on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
I like the GI Combat, but there are better war covers. Or worse war covers. But anyway, I just love the Amazing Fantasy one.
Yeah, it's a very strong cover. Even for, look at a lot of the early Marvel Jack Kirby's, this one does stand out. It's just iconic. But the GI Combat cover is cool. You can't beat that logo and the red block behind it and everything. It looks great, but yeah, Amazing Fantasy.
Yeah, I especially like the shadows on Spider-Man with, on the blue section. It's just really well done. All right,
Yeah.
moving on with 79% of the vote, we have Amazing Fantasy 15.
Nice. Very nice. 5-0 here, rolling right along, rolling right along.
Hey, I got one right. So I was just looking ahead to see when I win again. Son of a gun. Just kidding. All right, next up. Invincible #1 from Corey Walker versus Fantastic Four 48, Jack Kirby. And if Johnny's listening, or when Johnny listens, I checked it out. Silver Surfer is in Fantastic Four 48, 49, and 50. Because he's on the cover of 49, but it's that 3-issue storyline. He was wondering about 49. Oh, the winner here had 64%. Things are getting a little. They're kind of going back close.
So once again, I surprised myself. My knee-jerk thought was to go straight for Fantastic Four, but after looking at them and analyzing them a bit more, shockingly enough, I decided to pull the trigger on Invincible.
Yep, that surprised me. I went with Fantastic Four. I like the whole right side of that cover.
Yeah, that's if I had a not really a complaint, but something that that took it away a little bit is the left side of that cover.
Yeah, I like the right side, and I like that dude in the brown with the brown hat in the corner there. I like the expression on his face. But his come on, I want to see his knees.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I went there.
Yeah, I also voted for Fantastic Four. Definitely not my favorite Fantastic Four cover. But I'm a fan of Corey Walker's. His interiors in those early Invincibles were great. That cover is just so bland, I guess. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Sort of off center. I don't know if that's purposeful or or what. It just doesn't give it dramatic.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, just doesn't the drama doesn't come across in that cover, I guess I would say.
Well, I was going to say, as far as it being centered, if you consider the left side of his left foot being the right side of the character centered on the page, and his right knee being the right side of his centering on the page, it's centered.
Sure. But his torso should be the main focus. That should be in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a strange first issue. I mean, would you pick that up?
Yeah, it is.
For any other reason than it's a number one, you're going to try something new. But I'm not looking at that going, whoa, what's causing that big shadow? And
yeah, I was going to say one of the reasons I do feel for this cover is because I enjoyed the cartoon. So, I'm kind of, seeing that in the cover, you know what I mean? It's, for lack of a better way to describe it. So, yeah.
On both covers, the characters are looking at something big, ginormous that's kind of startling them. Jack Kirby did a better job of making me want to know what it was.
Right. That's a good definition, Mike. Nice.
All right. So moving on with 64% of the vote, we have Invincible #1. What? Me being wrong again, Kevin being right again. Pat, you're under 500 now, aren't you? Did that put you under 500?
Yeah.
I think that makes him 3-3 again.
Oh, he is 500. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. That surprised me. That really surprised me.
I think you planted the seeds with the Watcher comments last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't have to point that out to anybody. Marcus, as soon as he saw the book, he started laughing.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right.
All right. Next up. Exciting times. Here we go. Avengers 57 from John Bashima versus Journey into Mystery 83 from Jack Kirby. The winner here, 79%. Going back the other direction. 79.
This one was definitely the hardest of all of them so far for me. Went back and forth a bunch of times on this one. But I do believe, and I went back and forth so many times, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe I landed on Avengers.
Yes, you did. I went with Avengers as well. Thor is too skinny. And I understand, this is the first time he's kind of drawing them and stuff or putting them out there. But what I do love, I love Monier's motion. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Of that cover. But just Thor is he's kind of thin.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Avengers 57.
Yeah, definitely. When Avengers here was very easy. I love that cover. It is odd though. I'm not sure what to think about the vote because Thor's definitely the more popular character,
right?
And you take the basically monochrome colored Avengers cover. I don't know if that will fly with everyone out there. So that's why I'm not sure how this vote's gonna go.
Yep.
All right. 79% of the vote went to the Avengers 57.
Awesome.
Yep.
I submitted that Avengers during the Cover Combat 7, I believe, and I can't remember how far that made it, but it wasn't far from what
I don't think it went far. I think the matchup kicked it out.
Yeah.
It was just a really tough one. It's good.
Talked by this one. You apparently voted for Thor or Journey into Mystery. Yep.
So, hey, I got one right. That's 2.
Nice.
All right. Next up, Avengers number 4 from Jack Kirby versus Superman 199 from Carmine Infantino. The winner here, 57% of the vote. I'm sorry. Yeah, 57. I wrote them backwards on my page here.
There you go. We're back in the 50s. So this one, this is another really super tough one for me. Obviously, Cap's in my top 5 favorite characters. Jack Kirby's in my top 5 favorite artists. But I don't know why. I just love the whole Flash and Superman racing. And I think this is a fun cover. Expresses that as well. So I ultimately landed on Superman.
Yeah, I love them both. I went with Avengers. Once again, I love the characters. I love the layout of the characters, the action there, and just the plain buildings in the background. So, your eye sees it there, but it's not drawn to it. You're just drawn right there to Captain America, and I just love that Cap pose. So in your face.
Oh boy, here we go.
Uh-oh.
The theming of the Avengers cover, I love it. But that is by far one of my least favorite Jack Kirby covers. I don't know if it's the inker. Everything looks weird about it. The inking is too, like, the lines are too thin. Cap's shield is horrible. I love the Submariner in the little box up there, and I love how the characters are posed and what they're doing. It's just the artwork just brings it down for me, and it's hard to vote against the Avengers. It's hard to vote against that cover, especially because I'm not a big Carmine Infantino fan. But that's the way I went. I went Superman on this vote.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. All that Pat just said. That's exactly how I felt.
I said everything opposite of what Pat said.
All right.
Pat just came to my house and kicked my dog, but that's all right. Oh, then Kevin doubled down on it. Yeah, I agree with Pat. Come here, dog. All right. Winner with 57%. And I'm not bitter at all. It's Superman.
Oh!
89.
That actually is a bit surprising for me too. I would think the vendors would get more of a modern audience voting percentage than that, you know. But yeah, awesome. Okay. What were you gonna say, Mike? Sorry.
I guess you guys know what you're talking about.
I guess.
Next up, we have House of Secrets 98 from Bernie Wrightson versus G.I. Joe 21 from Ed Hannigan. The winner here, 64% of the vote.
64. Okay. This one was surprisingly tough for me too. I thought I was thinking right out the gate it might be a little bit easier than I felt when I actually was getting ready to pull the trigger, because I really love this G.I. Joe cover a lot, and I'm really feeling G.I. Joe a lot lately. But man, yeah, that House of Secrets cover is just so classically good in so many ways. Pat's getting ready to explain it better, but it's awesome. I don't know if he's going to pick it or not, but articulating how I feel much better than I can do it myself. So I ultimately landed on House of Secrets.
I went with House of Secrets as well. Bernie Wrightson. That's
I have to say.
Okay. Yeah, Bernie Wrightson. Enough said.
Right.
Company. And the G.I. Joe, I love that G.I. Joe book for the interior and what happens there, and just the whole idea behind the book. And I love it for the value that it holds.
Right, we got like 3 copies of this surprisingly in a lot we bought. Yeah.
So we sold one raw. We've got one. Did we sell it yet? I think it's still.
Yeah, we still have one on eBay. If you want to grab it, go get it now.
And signed, isn't it?
I think it is. I think it might be signed as well. Yep.
Check it out. I think we only want like $12,000 for it.
Oh, I thought it was like 8,000, but you could be right. I'm not sure.
It's not that much. It's like, come on,
right. We're joking. We jest.
Yeah, that House of Secrets. I mean, you can't deny that it just the tension, the moodiness of it, the creepiness of it. But when it comes to my comic covers, I prefer somebody in action versus a girl brushing her hair. So I went G.I. Joe on this one.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like a sissy.
No, Mike. The way to say that, rebut that in a manly way is we just appreciate a beautiful girl, but we're focused on how tense it is that monster's getting ready to grab her.
Yeah, right there with you. Because guess what?
What?
Patrick's looking at G.I. Joe, and he's seeing, is that the hero? Who is that?
Yeah,
I don't even read G.I. Joe.
It's Snake Eyes.
Okay. It's Snake Eyes. Yeah, the cover is Snake Eyes. Yeah.
But House of Secrets, you don't see the hero. You know why? I'm the hero. I'm getting ready to save her.
Ah, nice. Nice, Mike.
All right. Let's see what one. Here we go with 64% of the vote.
Oh!
House of Secrets 98 from Bernie Wrightson.
Awesome. Sorry, G.I. Joe, though. I mean, I love that cover. Sorry about it. Yeah, that's awesome, though. Okay, cool. Get to see more House of Secrets.
Yeah. I do like looking at that G.I. Joe book that we have graded down there and signed.
Yeah, definitely.
It's we're selling it, but I'm looking at going, I don't want to sell this book.
Right.
All right. Next up, we have Incredible Hulk 1 from Jack Kirby versus Fantastic Four 50 from Jack Kirby. Winner here, 64% of the vote.
Okay, 60s again. Okay. Yeah, this one was super tough for me again. You know what I think? This is the number 2 cover, if you know what I mean. We've talked about that before because of the background color choice on this on this cover, right? I think that might have been what ultimately swayed me to the Hulk, because I do believe I think I love both of these covers equally, but maybe that's ultimately what swayed me to land on Incredible Hulk on this one. I love this cover. Yeah. I think I bought every reprint that's been put out in any way since I've been collecting with this book. I love it so much. I love the cover so much.
Yeah, I went with Incredible Hulk as well. I like everything about the Fantastic Four cover except for the brown. My favorite part is the bottom corner box. But yeah, ultimately, I just went with Hulk. Don't like the brown. If the Hulk had a brown background, I'd hate it.
Right.
I like everything about that Fantastic Four cover except for the bottom corner box with the John Human Torch there in college. I don't care about the Human Torch in college. You should be helping the Fantastic Four defend the Earth against Galactus and the Silver Surfer.
That's true.
But I voted for it because I never really liked this Hulk cover. I mean, they can't even color the Hulk the right color, for crying out loud. They colored everybody in the background yellow. What the heck? It's the idea that, again, the execution, the idea of the cover is good, but I think they failed on the overall art and the coloring of this cover. It just is. It's sort of blandish to me. I don't know. I'll take the gravy, man.
Okay. You know, I think what's so amazing about it to me is that I think, and tell me what you guys think about this. I feel like if no one knew anything about Incredible Hulk and they just went and looked at this cover, they'd be able to tell that that guy is changing into the Hulk. And I feel like that's a tough thing to pull off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree, Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think
cool.
they'd be able to see that.
And Pat, you're shaking your head, so you agree with that?
Yeah, or he's like deathly afraid and he's shivering, maybe.
What's behind you? Yeah.
All right, let's see though.
All right. I lost myself. The winner was 64% of the vote.
Oh,
Brown goes down.
Brown goes. Gray wins the day. Nice.
There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nice.
Well done. All right. Next matchup. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 from Kevin Eastman versus Batman #1 from Bob Kane. This one had a 93% winner.
Oh my God. I can't believe Batman got beaten so handily. Well, we'll see. So I'm gonna say this. I shocked myself on this one. And I think the more times I see this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cover, the more I love it and appreciate it. But yeah, ultimately I landed on Batman. And it's probably, you know what I feel like, if there were more colors in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, maybe that would be more of I'd enjoy the cover even more. But yeah, ultimately, I mean, it's Batman. I mean, yep. So
yeah, I agree with this. This was a hard one for me. I stared at both of these, just looking them over, and that the more you look at the Turtles book, the better it gets. Like kind of like what you said.
Yeah.
If you just look at it quickly, there's a lot. The art style is this is difficult for your eyes to figure out what's going on. But when you start looking at it and looking at the characters and their arms and legs and how they're put together and how it's all laid out, yeah, it's so fantastic. It's like there's no outline. And it's just, I love it. It's really great. I went Batman.
Yeah. It's too bad. The matchups is a shame for the Turtles. That Batman cover is just so striking. The colors, and say what you will about Bob Kane. That's a great cover. It's just unfortunate for the Turtles. I went Batman.
Yeah. When you look at their capes, it's how it fills the page. They've got, both characters going down, and then their capes fill up that empty space up there. It's great. I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
All right. The winner with 93% of the votes, as I'm sure everybody guessed, is Batman #1.
Nice. Sorry about it, Turtles.
Yep.
I think they were deserving to be in this cover combat, though.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's good cover. Yeah.
Who cares about the cover? It's an expensive book.
Well,
That's
we
what
care
got
about
into
it. Yeah.
this competition.
We had other choices, though, and we chose Turtles.
Yeah, because it's expensive.
No, because it's cool looking and expensive.
All right. Next up, we have Brave and the Bold 28 from Mike Sikowski versus Tales from the Crypt 46, Jack Davis. And Tales from the Crypt was the one that I guessed would be the winner because I like it so much. The winner here, 53% of the vote.
Figured it would be close.
So I love this Justice League cover a lot, except what takes me away from it is that movie that drives me nuts for multiple reasons. What's that movie with Peacemaker and Suicide Squad?
Mhm.
The Suicide. How'd it work out in the sequel? The Suicide Squad, or just Suicide Squad, or something like that, right?
I don't know. I didn't finish watching it.
But essentially, Suicide Squad 2. Oh, you didn't even finish watching it?
No, and not because I wasn't enjoying it. I think something came up and we never got back to it.
I wasn't enjoying it and I finished it. So
it was okay. We weren't loving it like the first one.
But that movie drives me nuts for multiple reasons. And Starro, spoiler alert, Starro's the big baddie in that movie. And that was the ultimate kicker of this looks so stupid. The visual of it for me drove me nuts when I was feeling everything I was feeling from the rest of the movie anyway. So that takes away from this cover for me now. But I mean, I do love the cover, but that ever since I've seen that movie, this makes the cover less good. So I went Tales from the Crypt. And then thanks to Mike's love of horror, Tales from the Crypt comics and stuff like that, I love this layout a lot now more than I used to. So, this was a pretty easy, quick pick for me, actually.
Yep. I love the Brave and Bold cover. I like the way Starro looks on it. I never really read a lot of Justice League books and never read a lot of Starro stuff, but I like the way he's drawn here. I think it looks awesome. I like the way all the characters are drawn. Wonder Woman looks good. Green Lantern looks good. But I went with Tales from the Crypt because I love Jack Davis and I absolutely love the horror books. And like Kevin said, those layouts are great.
Yeah, this was the final vote for me. I put this one off because I couldn't figure out what to do here. And I ultimately went Justice League, Brave and the Bold. Just because I'm more of a superhero guy. And I kind of looked at it on face value. What would what's the more exciting cover to me, and it's the Justice League. But it's funny when I look at that Tales from the Crypt. To me, it's almost like I read it like there's a guy out coon hunting, and that's his dog with him.
Okay.
Then it's like, no, he's probably like coming after the guy, but it's just he doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I like it, but it wasn't. I didn't like it enough to beat out the Justice League cover.
Yep.
So.
Did we talk about what makes this one a blue chip?
Which one?
The Tales from the Crypt.
I think I mentioned it's pre-code horror. EC, yeah.
Yeah, no, but what is number 45 high value too? Then I mean,
Yeah.
why is 46 just a particular pick? Is 47 the same?
It's like not all, but a good part of the pre-code horror books are in demand and desirable and worth money.
Gotcha.
You say it's the last issue too?
Yeah, this is the last issue.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's what I was looking for, something that was different about exactly this number. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So it being the last issue, may really put it over the edge probably then too as well. So yeah, okay.
All right. So a little behind the scenes on this matchup. This actually ended in a tie. So I had to go to my tiebreaker voter, who is I used the same tiebreaker voter. He's my brother. He doesn't vote.
This could be trouble.
He doesn't vote in these at all, and that's a conversation we're gonna have.
Oh no!
But no, I'm glad that he doesn't, because he's my default tiebreaker.
Then you got that. Gotcha.
Yeah, I can always count on it because he likes art, he likes comics, he doesn't collect them, so he has a good opinion of this stuff. So I threw this out there for him. He broke the tie, and the winner, and moving forward, with 53% of the vote, I couldn't find him, is the Brave and the Bold. There's another conversation we're gonna have. I thought for sure he was gonna go with Tales from the Crypt.
That's what I was thinking as soon as you brought that up too, as well.
He went back and he's like, "Yeah, Justice League book." I'm like, son of a gun.
Well, like we said, it's a great cover. So yeah,
it is.
Doesn't get more classic as well. So yeah, it's fine. It's all good. All good.
All good. All right. Next up, we have the Avengers #1 from Jack Kirby versus Amazing Spider-Man 129 from Gil Kane. The winner here, another big one, 86% of the vote.
Yeah, that actually, if I were to hear 90%, no, I guess that 80%, yeah, that checks out, So I love both of these a lot as well. And the only thing that bothers me, shockingly enough, about the Avengers book is Iron Man. And I don't know whether it's a combination of the, color and the kind of way he's standing or what the case may be. I don't know. But, basically that turns me off just a little bit with the Avengers one. And yeah, this is one of my favorites. Amazing Spider-Man's one that I still am trying to own soon because I love the Punisher as well. But so I landed on Amazing Spider-Man 129.
I went Amazing Spider-Man 129 it's such a great concept. The yellow just pops, and Iron Man, I mean, I don't know what you expect them to do in a big tin suit. Not going to be real limber. But I want Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay.
I'll get on you a little bit there with Iron Man.
Yeah, we talked. I talked earlier about some of the early Marvel Jack Kirby books. This is an example of a great one. I love that Avengers cover. So many things I like about it. But you know what I like more? Amazing Spider-Man 129. It's a great cover.
Yeah.
Say. All right. Moving forward with 86% of the vote, it is the Amazing Spider-Man 129.
Yeah.
Not surprised on that one.
Yeah, not surprised myself as well.
All right.
So Karen's got to check out. We'll see you later, Karen. Have a good night. See if I can take over on the background duties here a little bit. All right.
All right, next up, we have Dime Press number 4 from Mike Mignola versus Incredible Hulk 181 from Herb Trimpey. The winner here, 79% of the vote. Oh, and I haven't been keeping track. Hulk 181 has been claimed.
Okay.
Wait, we did Batman number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
claimed as well.
That one's been claimed. Hulk has been claimed. I think, sorry, didn't mean to slow things down. 66 Comics covered that. The Goon has been claimed.
Mm.
Okay, that's it. I was trying to. Yeah, that's all that's in this round that's been claimed. Anyway, what did I say? 79% went to the winner.
Yeah, I think this might have been my easiest one because this is arguably my favorite cover of all time. And then I don't exactly get this Dime Press book cover. I don't really understand. Is it like the way he's like? Is he supposed to be jumping there? Is Hellboy supposed to be jumping, Pat?
I would assume so, like jumping down.
Because there's no like motion. You know how you get the motion lines? You know what I'm saying?
You're not going to get that from Mike Mignola. And he didn't. By the way, he didn't draw the entire cover. He just drew Hellboy.
Okay.
If that matters to anybody out there.
Yeah, I want to change my pick actually, Mike. But so yeah, I picked Incredible Hulk here.
I went with Incredible Hulk too. I think it's great cover. Yeah, and I'm with you, Kevin, on the Dime Press. It's just I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Dime Press. The blue. Yeah, I don't like all the different colored words at the bottom. I do like that Hulk 181.
Right. Except Wendigo. He doesn't exactly
Yeah, he looks kind of silly. His face looks kind of silly, but I like Wendigo as a character. I think he looks cool, even with the silly face there. So I kind of give it a pass. And I like Wolverine there. I like the early Wolverine with the real stubby ears. It looks cool to me. Looks high speed, low drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Johnny who commented about that Incredible Hulk 181 cover. There's so many bad things about it. I think he said, but when you put them all together, it just works.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I went for. I do not like this Dime Press cover. It's just an early first appearance of Hellboy, and there's nothing special about it.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, so the winner with 79% of the vote, it is Hulk 181.
Nice.
All right, we have 2 matchups left. Second to last matchup. Captain America number 1 from Jack Kirby versus Wiz Comics number 2 from CC Beck.
That was the clap for Incredible Hulk 181 being the winner of the last match.
Okay.
Because it took me that long to find it. So I'm here now though. I'm ready. Yeah, I love this cap cover. This is ridiculously awesomeness. Punching Hitler in the face is awesome. And I don't care for how plain the back. I've never cared for this Wiz Comics. How it's extremely plain layout in the background. I don't know why. You know, obviously I don't have a problem with that in some, but in this one, I didn't particularly. I've never cared for it. And then also up against this cap that's got so much in the background going on, which is cool. Easy pick for me, Captain America.
The Captain America, I like the trade dress. I love the stars and stripes at the top. I like Cap punching Hitler. I think that part's cool. I really dislike Bucky, and I wish in the background there wasn't so many characters and so much stuff going on, because it kind of really clutters everything up. Now, when I go over to Wiz Comics, I also love the trade dress there. I like the motion and the letters. I like the starkness to those buildings, because Captain Marvel just really stands out. You get a lot of detail in him, so he stands out a little bit more. And I love him throwing that car, breaking those bricks. The minimalist there with just throwing a few bricks. I like stuff like that. So I went with Wiz Comics number 2.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't have to say anything. Mike said exactly what I was going to say. Maybe we need to combine both of these books to get, you know, a cover that's just right. You know, too much on the Cap cover, too little on the Wiz cover.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay, I agree with that about Bucky. That's for sure. That's definitely the worst part of that cover, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, let's see what you got.
All right, 57% of the vote. This was really close. 57% went to Captain America Comics number 1.
That checks out.
That could be character, the 2.
Okay, sure. All right.
Sad to see Wiz go. All right, our final matchup, we have Daredevil number 1 from Jack Kirby and Bill Everett versus Giant Size X-Men number 1 from Gil Kane and Dave Cockrum. The winner here, 79% of the vote.
Oh, I'm actually surprised that this one wasn't closer.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, another easy one for me. Again, one of my favorite covers of all time. I do love this Daredevil cover as well, but kind of scrutinizing it if I was going to. I don't care for the kind of extra stuff that's going on with all of it that much. So, if just, I feel like I'd like the Daredevil cover more if it was just the Daredevil part of that cover. You know what I mean? Kind of expanded, and the other stuff wasn't there. Not that I hate all that other stuff. None of that's Bucky from Captain America comics, but anyway, that's why this was easy for me. Giant Size X-Men.
You want to go next on this last one, Pat?
I'm right there with Kevin. That's what I was going to say when I started talking about it last week. Focus on Daredevil. It's his premier issue, for crying out loud. Why does he have to share the cover with everybody else there? Keep that your main cover. This would have had a better chance. I don't love that Giant Size X-Men cover, but yeah, definitely got the nod here for me.
I think for the Daredevil, their new character, they're kind of using Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four to obviously catch people's eye.
Yeah.
But I agree. Had they just done that Daredevil panel as the whole cover there, I think it'd be great. I don't like Spider-Man at all. The Fantastic Four in the middle there just had nothing there. I like the way Karen Page is drawn. Foggy Nelson looks stupid. Cool. Then I come over to Giant Size, and I don't like Storm's face. I like all the classic X-Men in the back. I like Colossus. Wolverine looks a little bit silly in the face, but ultimately I found more wrong with the Daredevil than I did with the Giant Size X-Men.
Gotcha.
I went there. Yeah, but yeah, if Daredevil was just Daredevil there, hands down, would have got my vote. I love that costume too.
Yeah. Has there ever been a period in Daredevil after they went away from the costume that they kind of went back to it for a minute? Or is it always when it went red, it just stayed red forever? You guys know?
They had that when McDaniel was doing the artwork, they changed his costume. I hated it.
Oh my gosh, I hate that costume too. But yeah, I mean, there's been like flashback miniseries and so forth. I don't think he ever went back to it. Demolition Man, D-Man sort of took that costume.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Daredevil didn't have it too long.
All right.
So moving on, 79% of the vote. Giant Size X-Men #1. All three of us finished with a victory. What I'm talking about.
Very nice. Very nice. I think I might have only gotten one wrong. I think that's what happened.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think I got a handful correct. More wrong than right.
So that was awesome, though. I can't even imagine what round 2 is going to look like,
Yep.
But before that, let's see what round 1B looks like.
Yep. 1B has just a little tease. What I think, for me personally, is the absolute hardest matchup.
Oh, okay.
I don't know which one to take. Today I sat there staring at both of them, going, "I'm going to go this one." Like, no, I can't because it's just I can't figure out which way to go. No.
I can't stop thinking about Pabst Blue Ribbon beer every time I see that bull.
Well, it's the Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. I can't stop thinking about Wall Street. It was a huge
that's yeah. What is that called again? We talked about that. What is it called again?
I don't know.
Who used the bull? Yeah, on Wall Street for that.
There is a bull on Wall Street.
There's always a bear and bull market, and then there's Merrill Lynch used the bull.
Merrill Lynch used the bull, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But isn't there a huge statue of the bull?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get back to what's important.
Yeah.
We'll start off with Amazing Spider-Man 122 from John Romita versus Superman #11 from Fred Ray.
Oh man. What's up with this signature on the Superman 11?
I don't know. You find a copy of #11 without it.
Okay.
Yeah, they got to find two things: a copy of Superman #11 that's clear enough to use in this format. There are copies out there, that pictures I can find, but they're just too pixelated and too small. So, you know what? Clarity is better than no writing.
Okay. I think it's a real tough matchup. This is easy for me.
Yeah, I like this matchup. I like both of these covers, and it's kind of what we talked about. Amazing Spider-Man. There's so much action, corner to corner, side to side. There's a lot going on. The Superman this stark yellow cover.
Hey, this is not a. You're gonna say all that next week. This is
next week.
Easy or tough for you. Yeah.
This is a great cover. It's a great matchup. Sorry.
So it's tough for you then?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's an easy one for me.
All right.
Next up, Bone
Why did
#1.
choose? Oh, never mind. Forget I just asked anything. Good. That's
all right. Bone #1 from Jeff Smith versus Green Lantern 85 from Neil Adams.
Oh man. This is tough for me. I love both of these books. Tough.
Yeah. This one's hard. I think I know which way I'm going to go with, explaining myself next week will be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another easy one for me.
All right.
Interesting. Can't wait to hear which one's easier. Gotcha.
All right. Next up, Silver Surfer #1 from John Bishima versus Marvel Comics #1, Frank R. Paul.
Yeah, easy peasy for me.
Excuse me. Yep, easy for me.
Also easy.
I was just seeing Kazar the Great is in there. Kazar's not old.
Huh?
Kazar has been around that long. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't think that's Savage Land Kazar, though. Is it?
I think you're right, Kevin.
I think it might be a magician or something.
They reused his name, I believe.
Yeah.
Featuring Kazar the Great.
He's a similar. I think he's similar, but I don't think he's the same.
Oh, it says 12 pages of Jungle Adventure. Okay.
Yeah. Well, gives me something to look into later on.
Yeah, definitely.
All
In
right.
case you didn't know, we'll make a return. Okay.
Yep. Next up, NYX #3 from Joshua Middleton. Is it Nix or NYX?
NYX.
I always say Nix.
I can't stand when people say it's Nix.
Nice.
How do you get Nix out of that? It's New York X-Men is what it stands for.
Ah, well, I see. I just now thought, is it Nix or NYX? Because I've always said NYX. I didn't know it was New York X-Men.
Okay, so N makes the noise. and if I take the Y from like gym, like I go to the gym to work out,
Yeah.
I get the I from Y, and then X is kind of makes a
Now I'm tracking. Yeah.
Nix. But I've never read any of them, so I didn't actually know it was New York X-Men. I appreciate that, Pat. I will probably concede and go NYX from the future. Okay.
I think that's what it means.
Hey, I'm buying it.
I heard people calling the news doing the same thing with the new series, whatever it is, NYX 97 or NYX 2024 or whatever it's called. I can't remember.
I didn't even know that was happening either.
Yeah, this all came out when I wasn't collecting or reading comics. And by the time I got back into comics, this was already just more than I was willing to pay.
Obviously, that Superman book is awesome.
Versus, NYX3, Joshua Middleton versus Superman #1 from Joe Shuster.
Easy for me. Easy.
You'd think this one would be easy for me, but I have to think about this one because, it's a classic Superman. But I really like Josh Middleton, and I didn't realize that he had done this cover until I put this together. I don't know. In my head, I thought like Alex Maleev did it, but that's all I got to say.
Yeah, he's a co-creator on this book with Joe Quesada there. So
yeah, look at that. So he did the interiors too.
Yeah.
Dang, now I love this.
This is going to be an easy one for me though.
It's so funny because I have no idea which way.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
All right. Next up. Oh, what a tough one here. X-Men #1 from Jack Kirby versus The Amazing Spider-Man #1 from Steve Ditko.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, definitely be tough for me. It's tough. This is real tough. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about this one. I thought it was going to be tough, and then I came to a decision pretty quickly.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup for me. I don't know.
Dang it, now I'm looking at him and having a hard time.
Yeah, man. Regardless of what I end up voting and what ends up winning, I'll be sad to see either one of these go. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is like a sad matchup because you want them. It's like I know both of these covers can beat something else, but they gotta go against each other. All right. Next up, Showcase presents number 22 from Gil Kane versus Detective Comics 38, Bob Kane and Jerry Robinson.
Super easy for me. I can't wait to explain why next week.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's easy for me too.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy choice here for me as well.
Man, I can't wait to hear all these. Because it's like, is the easy all the same or different? Which, you know.
Right. It'll be interesting if I say a bunch of ridiculous why this is easy opinion that's completely the opposite of what makes it ridiculously easy for Pat.
Exactly.
Which won't be the first time if that's what happens.
All right. Next up, Action Comics number 1 from Joe Shuster versus Captain America 100, Jack Kirby.
Oh man, are you serial?
I am serious. It's like round 1B. It seems more difficult, right?
Yeah, it does so far. Yeah, I agree.
It's all random.
Yeah, this is super tough for me. Definitely. Daggum.
Yeah, this one's hard for me, but it's not the most difficult one I was talking about.
Okay.
I think this is fairly easy for me.
Really? See, I have no idea which way you could be thinking there. Okay.
I'm just going back to Avengers number 4 and going, okay, it's not the same, similar, not the same.
No, I mean, okay. I guess maybe similar is fair, but
yeah, that's it's similar, but not. It's like 40% similar.
Okay, fair enough. This one's so much better, though, in my opinion. Yeah.
All right, next up, Detective 27 from Bob Kane versus Dell Giant 48, Harvey Eisenberg.
Oh man. Yeah, this is gonna be easy for me though. I mean, I couldn't possibly not do what I'm thinking of doing already. So
I think this one's easy for me for the same reasons you said, Kevin, but you know, start looking at stuff, man.
yeah, that's
Start
true.
really nitpicking things.
Yep.
Yeah, easy for me.
Okay.
Next up, Daredevil 148 from Frank Miller versus Tales of Suspense 39 from Jack Kirby.
Dadgummit. Yeah, this is sadly gonna be easy for me because I love. I'm gonna hate letting the one that I'm not gonna vote for go, but because I love both of these, but this is gonna be easy for me.
Yeah, this one's tough for me. I like them both. It'll be tough.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's tougher than you would expect at first glance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got to get down to the nitty gritties.
And see, the answer to your question from earlier, Mike, when we were talking about Iron Man on Avengers #1, you're like, what do you expect him to do? He's in an iron suit. Something like this. That's what I expect him to do.
Yeah, I guess in the other one, he was kind of looking like a zombie.
Well, he was all like compact, like he just kind of weaseled his way out of a trash can or something. He's like, this one, he's like standing there. He's like,
no, he weaseled his way into a trash can.
Okay, fair, maybe.
Wearing one.
Trying to weasel himself into a trash can.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up, we've got The Crow #1 from James O'Barr versus Tomb of Dracula #1, Neil Adams.
Interesting.
Oh, spooky matchup.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, The Crow is based on Dracula, so.
What?
I'm just kidding. I was trying to think of something as I said that would make sense. Like, they're both like undead, whatever, but
yeah, like, man, I read a lot of stuff about The Crow. And
no, definitely not. But yeah. This one's easy for me. It's
so funny you say it. This is the hardest one for me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The one you were talking about, or the hardest one for you personally?
the hardest one for me personally. Yeah, this is the one that I don't know which way I want to go in this. I make up my mind like, yeah, this one, and then I start looking at the other one, and I'm like, no, it's got to be this, and then I go back to the other one. So, man, I hate this matchup.
Wow, that's amazing. This is your heart. This is the matchup you think is the most difficult matchup of all Cover Combat 10 so far.
For
That's
me,
what you said, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That's what you're saying. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Yep,
All
absolutely.
right.
I think this is fairly easy for me.
I'll tell you what you did by making that statement, Mike. Is I think
Stop bragging.
you by making that statement, you've made me second guess how easy I thought this was. So I'm gonna take a longer look because of it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Next up, Batman Adventures number 12, Mike Parobeck versus Invincible Iron Man number 1 from Gene Colan.
Love both of these. Super tough for me. Have no idea which way I'm gonna go. That's for sure. All right. Man.
Yeah, I like both of these. I kind of have an idea, but it's not 100% yet, but I'm close.
Easy vote for me.
That's showing off again.
Well, I think memory serves on why this is an easy one for him.
Yeah, I think I've talked about one of these books in the past.
Yeah. Man, I think I'm going to need a stiff drink. I'm going to have to take off next Tuesday for round 1 or round 2, man. This is already super tough, so yeah. All right.
All right, next up, The Dark Knight number 1
And
from Frank Miller versus Amazing Spider-Man 50, John Romita.
No idea. Super hard. And I'll cry whenever either one of them leave.
Yeah. I think I know which one, but my mind might change.
yeah, this is very tough. I mean, could you come up with two more, sort of, I don't know, iconic covers? I mean, yeah, that's a crazy. This is a crazy matchup to me.
Yeah. Man, yeah.
All right, where are we? Okay. Oh, excuse me. Next up, Ultimate Fallout 4 from Mark Bagley versus Conan number 1, Barry Windsor Smith. And actually, I wasn't sure if I should put Barry Windsor Smith or not, because at the time the Smith wasn't part of his name.
Yeah,
it was just Barry Windsor. But
oh, really?
Barry Windsor Smith. Yeah. He added it later. So I think I don't know which way it goes, but I think it's his like his mother and father. I think, yeah, one was Windsor, one was a Smith. I think, I'm not sure. But he added it later. Anyway, about these covers, Kevin.
Super tough for me. Super tough. I have no idea what I'm going to do at all. Man.
Yep. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do on this, but I couldn't talk myself out of it.
So
yeah. What, Kev?
I was just saying a little tough then.
Oh, yeah, it's a little tough.
Easy for me. Another easy one for me. Have you seen the recent controversy? Is it IDW reprinted the Conan omnibus?
Yeah.
And they used digital manipulation to beef Conan up. It looks
they messed up under that arm with the sword.
Yeah.
Really?
It looks terrible.
I haven't seen that.
I mean, would you, let's say you're a big Conan fan and you wanted to get that omnibus, would that keep you from getting it? Just how awful that cover looks?
It'd be tough now that it's known and everybody talks about it. You'd be constantly thinking about it.
Yeah.
That
we can
sucks.
ruin it for you, Kevin, and show you later on.
Okay, I'd like to.
Yeah, we can talk. We can show next week when we do the critique of the cover.
Yeah, bring it next week. Yeah.
Maybe they'll go. Maybe from all the the talk over it, they might go back and reprint it or something.
Yeah.
But they would, if they could, they certainly wouldn't send the whole book back out. They'd probably have to do like it's a slip cover. They'd probably just do a replacement of the cover.
Yeah.
I don't see any logic behind doing that anyway. What the heck?
I don't know.
Right, messing it up or fixing it.
Well,
like why?
Messing it up.
Yeah.
Messing it up. But even if they didn't mess it up, what they originally did, if that was going to be good, I don't even see why they do that anyway either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think sometimes they'll recolor things because the color palettes are greater now than they were then.
I could see that.
Joke,
right.
The original artist wasn't happy with the colorist, something like that. But it's just weird. Anyway, we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
Next up. Let's see, Albedo number 2 from Stan Sakai versus Creatures of the Id from Mike Allred. And we were just looking at that Creatures of the Id this weekend.
Yeah.
This is actually a good matchup too. You know what I mean? Like kind of a even playing field matchup, At least that's how I feel. What do I know? So yeah, this one's tough for me actually.
This one pretty easy on this one, and you're right.
Really?
It's two indie books, real underground books.
Yeah.
When they came out.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one. I don't know about this one. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I don't know. Tough matchup.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I'll talk about it later.
You followed up your saying it was tough with the perfect definition of what tough means. I don't know. Yeah, I do. I don't know. Yeah. Right.
All right. We have two to go.
Okay.
Fantastic Four 49. See, Johnny, there's Silver Surfer right there. From Jack Kirby versus Detective Comics 359. Carmine Infantino.
There he is, right on there. This one is okay. I'm gonna say tough just because I paused there. So yeah, it's tough. Mm-hmm. Love both these covers.
Yeah, I thought this one was going to be difficult for me, but I was surprised that upon looking at them, I came to a decision pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think this is easier than you would think from me.
Okay. It's another great matchup too, as far as kind of, similarities as well.
Yeah.
All right. And our last matchup for round 1B, we've got G.I. Joe number 1, Ed Hannigan versus Alias number 1 from David Mack. I don't know why I wrote down Aliens number 1. I don't know why I just accidentally. I write Aliens more than an Alias.
I probably showed my hand in my explanation of my votes from the previous round. This one's going to be easy for me.
Yeah, this was easy for me.
Yeah, easy for me as well.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. Hey, look, it's the bull. Watch.
All right.
Look at that plain buildings in the background.
I know, I love it.
Nice.
I actually made a bunch of these, and I changed the color on different parts, like progressively changed them, but I don't have it on this one. I'll bring it next week.
That's pretty cool, though. The Merrill Lynch beer. Got it.
Yep. So that's it.
Oh, crap. Wait, what'd you say, Mike?
I said that's it. Those are
Oh, okay.
1B.
Great job. Great job, Mike.
Thank you.
Seriously, great job. Seriously, I really mean that. more amazing work. And this is, as I've said a bunch of times, I'm going to say it again, playing out exactly as I envisioned it would. I love Cover Combat 10. I've loved all Cover Combats, but yeah, I love this is, and then I'm going to keep selling it as it's going to be the greatest cover of all time once this is over. So I'm going to talk about it forever to come once we land on one at the end here. We'll see.
Yep.
All right. So let's see if I can do this without carrying around smoothly at all. All right, please vote on this round of Cover Combat starting now. You can do it here. I'm sure the Facebook post isn't up yet, but you'll be able to do it on the Facebook post soon enough. And you have until next Sunday, October 27th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get your votes in either of those places. Like I said, you can comment votes here or go over to the Xcellar Comics on Facebook page to vote on the Cover Combat post there. And yeah, we're all out over here. Yeah, so that's it for that. And then, so please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications. And, you know, of all the things we're going to post, especially about Cover Combat. And yeah, I've got a totally. How many shows in a row now have said I need to organize these?
I think it's this 130. I think 135 shows.
135. Okay, right. Gotcha. I actually did want to announce this that we will not be doing a regular live stream this coming weekend due to reasons. We're skipping another weekend. So we will actually have 3 Cover Combat shows in between 2 episodes of the regular show. So check out our next live stream on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook on Saturday, November 2nd at 8:30 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. And that will be episode 1 of season 5. Got a couple fun things planned there as well. And then lastly, watch Cover Combat 10 Blue Chip Edition Round 2, like I already said, next Monday, October 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Ooh, wait! I just realized.
Oh, you got a Monday Night Football game.
I'll be in Pittsburgh at the Monday Night Football game. What are you guys doing Tuesday?
Should be fine.
They don't have. There's no.
You want to? Oh, you just move it to Tuesday?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, so it'll be Tuesday. My dog, of course, decides to eat and drink right now. It'll be Tuesday, October 29th. So we'll just move it one day.
Yeah.
And then Mike will be exhausted from the Monday Night Football game, which
and again.
Yeah, right. So all right, cool. That's all I got then. Mike, you got anything?
Oh man, I did have something.
Do tell.
I forget what it was.
All right, write it down and say it in the next episode. Pat, you got anything?
No, that's it. Oh.
Man, what was it? Dang it, now it's going to drive me up the wall.
Are you two messing with me right now?
I'm not messing with you. I had something I was going to say, and now I don't remember what it was.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right, thanks for checking us out.
I remember what it is.
What?
I'm not messing with you. I really did.
Okay.
Yeah, the Facebook post went live at 9:30.
Oh, okay, so it's already up then already. Okay,
Yeah.
so everything. Okay. All right, that'll do it then. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Get your votes in, and until next time, don't forget, appreciating great art is awesome. And seeing comic books battle it out is also a lot of fun. So why not watch Cover Combat by Xcellar Comics and do both? Xcellar out.